Hi Brainbox. Welcome to Brainbox YouTube channel. After discussing the first two operations on fractions, let us now proceed to discussing the third operation, which is multiplication of fractions. Before you continue, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to keep you posted for more review topics. You can also avail of our CSE books and other reviewers. Just click the link to our shop in the caption below. Performing multiplication on fractions is way simpler than adding and subtracting them based on our previous discussion. In multiplying fractions, we just have to multiply numerators, then multiply the denominators. This means that we just have to multiply numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator. If necessary, we must reduce the product to its lowest term. The following are the cases involving multiplication of fractions. For our first case, we have to simply multiply the numerator and the denominator. In the first example, we arrived at the product of 4 over 45 by multiplying the numerators 1 and 4 and the denominators 5 and 9. The same process is applied to the second example. Since this is a case which does not involve cancellation, the products are assumed to be in the lowest terms. In our second case, we have two approaches on how we can arrive at the product of multiplying two fractions. If the fractions are not yet in their lowest terms, meaning the fractions can be further reduced by removing the common factors among the terms, we have to reduce first each fraction to its lowest term. As we can see in the first example, 2/4 and 6/10 can be further written down to 1/2 and 3/5. After, we can now proceed in multiplying the numerators and denominators, thereby arriving at 3 over 10 as the product. For the second example, another approach can be utilized to arrive at the desired product. As we can see, the fractions are now in their lowest terms. However, we can still cancel the GCF of the numerator of one fraction with the denominator of the other fraction. To further illustrate, we can visualize the process through this. As we can see, the 3 in the numerator of the first fraction and the denominator 9 of the second fraction are further reduced to 1 and 3, respectively. For the denominator of 4 and numerator of 2, these are reduced to 2 and 1, respectively. In this way, we were able to get 1/6 as the product of the two fractions. The third case is multiplying mixed number. Example: 2 and 2/3 times 3 and 2/4 equals 9 and 1/3. When multiplying mixed fractions, the first step is to convert them first to an improper fraction. We just have to follow the steps in conversion as what we discussed in the previous topics. After conversion, we can now proceed to multiplying them. To illustrate, we have the following example, and once already converted to an improper fraction, it will result in the following: 8 over 3 times 14 over 4 equals 112 over 12. Further simplify, we get 28 over 3. Converting it to mixed fraction, we get 9 and 1/3. Since we have thoroughly discussed multiplication of fractions, let us try to expound our knowledge by answering this practice set. You have 1 minute to answer each item. Good luck! Number 1. What is the product of 4 over 9 times 1/3? Timer starts now. Time is up. The correct answer is 4/27. In our first exercise, we have to multiply fractions without cancellation. We can just proceed to multiplying the numerators 4 and 1, which will result in 4, while the denominators 9 and 3, that will result in 27. The fraction is also in its lowest term, hence, this is the final answer. Number 2. What is the product of 3/6 times 2/4? Timer starts now. Time is up. The correct answer is 1/4. In this exercise, we cannot immediately proceed to the multiplication of fractions, because the fractions can be further reduced through cancellation. Doing so will give us 1/2 for both, and multiplying these will now result in 1/4. Number 3. What is the product of 6 and 1/3 times 1 and 2/3? Timer starts now. Time is up. The correct answer is 10 and 5/9. In our last case, this concerns multiplication of mixed fractions. First, we have to convert the fractions to improper fraction. The new equation would be 19/3 times 5/3. We can now proceed to multiplying the numerators and denominators. The product will be 95/9 or 10 and 5/9. That's a wrap. Share this video for others to learn too. If you want to learn more, you can avail of our CSE books and other reviewers. Just click the link to our shop in the caption below. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.